angels, it's Hailey Reese, and welcome to our very first ever, maybe only, we shall see, Tequila Thursday. Because as you guys know, yesterday was actually Wine Wednesday, but my meeting went later than I anticipated, and I didn't want to upload super late, so I figured that I would just make up for it by Tequila Thursday. Now, as much as I love me some wine, my absolute go-to drink of choice is tequila. Her and I have a pretty good relationship, and honestly, I thought that this would be a fun little video to do in light of missing Wine Wednesday. Now, obviously, I can't just sip on tequila to the exact same degree that I sit here and sip on wine, so I've decided to take a shot of tequila with you guys in honor of today's video. And then I've made myself a very Canadian drink, which is a Caesar. Now, anytime I've been in the States, I always see on the menus Bloody Mary for Caesars, but essentially I've just made this with tequila, some Clamato juice, and then it had Worcestershire sauce and Tabasco, and then there's celery salt around the brim. And Caesars are one of my favorite go-to drinks. It's definitely like a patio drink to me, that along with sangria. So this is what I'm gonna be sipping on throughout the video after I take my shot. If you're wondering what this right here is, it's a mosquito bite. I swear there could only be one mosquito left in the whole wide world and it would somehow find its way to me to suck my blood. I am like a mosquito magnet. I was only outside for 5 minutes and this mosquito already got me. So that's how you know it. 'Tis the summer officially. But for today's video, I thought it would be kind of fun to drink some tequila and answer some of your guys' questions. Some of them are super juicy. I've already been skimming them, and others are just questions that you guys have had for a while. So I thought that it would be really fun. If you don't follow me on Instagram or Twitter, make sure that you do if you do have either of those accounts, because that's where you'll be able to ask me these questions ahead of time. So without further ado, let's drink some tequila. I currently have tequila gold here. Now normally I drink a silver tequila, but this is just what I so happen to have, and I have it in a little skull shot glass that I got at the end of 31 Days of Halloween to celebrate this past year. So this is to you guys. Cheers to health, wealth, happiness, and achieving any of the dreams that you guys have. And thank you so much for being the world's greatest family. I don't know what I would do without you. I wake up every single morning and thank God that this is what I get to do every single day and that I have you guys to rely on. So cheers. You guys, I think I already left my phone out there. I'm gonna try a sip of my Caesar before we get started. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Are you sometimes scared when filming your videos? That's actually a really good question. There's only one time that I can think of, off of the top of my head. No, there's 2 times. There's only been 2 times that I've been genuinely scared where a video is concerned. The first time ever was when I was doing a video on black-eyed children. At this time, I still lived at home and I still lived with my grandma, and she was the only other person home with me. And she went to go to sleep and I was doing research on black-eyed children, typing everything up, and around this time was when I heard tapping on my window and stuff. And as I continued researching, I started seeing that black-eyed children do that when they want to come in and stuff. So I was super freaked out, and I had to go and pick my uncle up at 11:30 at night, and it was pitch black, and it was a good walk to my car, and I was running. I was so freaked out for some reason. But that was the only time any of my sit-down videos have freaked me out. As far as investigations, that abandoned church that I went to with Loie and Andrew was perhaps one of the scariest places that I've been. I just had a really bad feeling there, and whether or not that was paranormal or just intuitive to be walking to the back of an abandoned dark cemetery, I don't know, but I just really had an unsettled feeling there. So those are the only 2 times that I can really think of off the top of my head that I was afraid. Normally I'm not afraid of things like that, so yeah. That was the only 2 times, I think. A lot of people have been asking how old I am. I'm actually 23 years old. I just turned 23 in January. I was born in 1996, and my birthday's at the very beginning of the year, so I'm 23. What would be one thing that you would teach your daughter? Wow. I think based off of my childhood and everything that I've come to learn so far in my life, the biggest thing that I would teach my daughter is that she doesn't need anybody to validate her. She doesn't need anybody to boost her up. She should know that everything and anything that she needs in this lifetime she has within her and within her soul and within her heart. To not put her worth on her peers and to not put her worth on boyfriends, and to recognize that she is enough as she is. That she doesn't need a man to validate her. She doesn't need people to accept her. As long as she is confident with who she is inside, that's enough to get her through life. I would teach her to value others, to respect others, to spread kindness every single place that she goes in life, to know that sometimes the littlest gesture could mean the biggest thing to somebody else. But most of all, I would just want her to know that she is enough as she is. And I would want her to know that no matter what, she was created with no mistakes and that she's here for a purpose. And if she knows those things, if she knows to be kind, if she knows to value herself, if she knows that she holds the key to everything she wants in life, and if I could teach her that, I really believe that she would have the tools to go on and be whatever it is that she wants to be. So yeah, I think those are the main things that I would teach my daughter, or even my sons. Just, I want to teach my kids that in general. Opinion on porn in relationships. It's ruining mine. Please keep me anonymous, of course. Okay, so this is kind of a tough one for me. I have mixed feelings about it. I can see both sides. I can understand how it could upset somebody, and I can understand how somebody could be totally okay with it. I think the most important thing is that it's how it makes each person in the relationship feels. If your boyfriend or your girlfriend is watching porn and it's making you feel uncomfortable or you feeling insecure, then that's a conversation that needs to be had. And if that person truly respects you, they will do whatever they can to make you feel valued, respected, and their priority. I can also understand, though, that if you're away or you're in a long distance relationship and you're okay with your significant other doing that, then it's totally okay. But I think it comes down to the individual relationships. I think it comes down to what makes each partner feel respected and valued. And I think that the most important thing is communication in any relationship. If your partner's watching porn and it makes you uncomfortable, communicate it. If they're not changing that, then that may be something to consider. I also find it incredibly disrespectful. Let's say that you're home or you're sleeping and they're doing that. It's kind of like, okay. But I do think that there's certain situations where if both partners are okay with it, it's go for it. I mean, if you're in a long distance relationship or that's something that you enjoy to do together, if you're of age, of course. But I just think that if anything in a relationship is making a partner uncomfortable and the other partner isn't doing anything to fix that issue, then there's an underlying problem here, and I can understand insecurities coming in at that point, and rightfully so. But I think the most important thing is that if you're communicating to your partner that this is upsetting to you, that this makes you feel a certain type of way, and they're continuing to do it time and time again, regardless of how it's making you feel, then you have to consider if they truly respect you. Because I know for a fact if I was doing anything that was upsetting the person that I love, I would do what I could, as long as it wasn't changing who I am to my core, to fix that problem. It should definitely never be something that ruins a relationship. So my true opinion, I guess I would say, on porn and relationships is if both partners are on board with it, great, go for it. But if it's making somebody in the relationship feel uncomfortable, then I don't think that it's a positive thing, and I think it's a conversation to be seriously had. So there we go. Hi, Grandma. As cliche as it sounds, where do you see your life heading? Is there something you want to do more than anything? Will you ever tour to meet some pieces? Well, right now I'm working on some top secret paranormal projects, which I'm super excited about. I'm also writing a book. I'm also working on another album, so that's really exciting. And it's been really fun making music again. I would love to go on tour and meet the Reese's Pieces. That is on my bucket list. That's one of the things that I really, really, really want to do. So yeah, I want to release music again. I want to release my book. I want to release my paranormal secret projects. I want to go on tour and meet you guys. And then obviously I would like to get married and have some babies, because I've always dreamt of being a mom. Timing is everything. I currently have an IUD in until I'm 27. So yeah, but I can't wait to be a mom when the time's right. So I want to accomplish all of my business things, and then I want to settle down and raise a family. Can you say hi, Catherine, in the video so I know you noticed me? Hi, Catherine. Do you meditate? I actually become my most spiritual self when I'm meditating. When I was kind of in that funk that I told you guys about last week, I kind of took a break from meditation, and I think that also played a big role in my mental health and in the way that I was feeling, one of my favorite things to do is to meditate, to become one with the universe, to hear the messages that they're sharing with me, and to project out what I want to receive and what I want for that day or for the future. So yeah, meditation is an incredible thing. If you guys want to see a whole entire video on how I personally meditate and the affirmations that I continuously put out there, definitely let me know in the comments below, because I would love to share that with you guys. Okay, you guys, so those are all of the questions that I'm going to answer for today. I've been sitting here and filming for so long, and my camera keeps glitching for some reason, but I really enjoyed answering your guys' questions. I love you guys so much. I'm so sorry that I missed Wine Wednesday yesterday. I hope that you guys forgive me. Please let me know any video suggestions for down here. This week I'm actually going to be posting a ton of really fun videos here on my channel, on this channel specifically as well. So make sure that you guys let me know in the comments below what you guys want to see from me. And I love you guys so, so, so much. Until next time, cheers, babies.
Cry, baby, 'cause sometimes